The history of Unix. It is a fascinating tale of innovation, collaboration, and influence in the world of computing. It began as a small, experimental project and evolved into one of the most widely used and influential operating systems. Here's a detailed look at its history. 1. Origins and early development, 1960s–1970s, Multics Project, 1964. The story of Unix starts with Multics, Multiplexed Information and Computing Service, a collaborative project by MIT, General Electric, and Bell Labs. Multics aimed to create a highly versatile and secure time-sharing operating system. However, it was complex and faced numerous challenges. Bell Labs withdrew from the project in 1969 due to its slow progress and high complexity, leaving Ken Thompson, Dennis Ritchie, and other researchers seeking a simpler alternative. Creation of Unix, 1969, Ken Thompson, along with Dennis Ritchie and others at Bell Labs, began working on a new, simpler operating system using spare parts from a discarded PDP-7 computer. They developed the initial version of what would become Unix, designed with a focus on simplicity, elegance, and efficiency. The system was initially named UNICS, Unix Information and Computing Service, as a play on the name Multics. The name later evolved to Unix. 2. Development of key concepts, early 1970s, portability and the C language, 1973. One of Unix's groundbreaking achievements was its development in C, a high-level programming language created by Dennis Ritchie. Before this, operating systems were typically written in assembly language, which tied them closely to specific hardware. By rewriting Unix in C, it became portable and could run on different types of hardware with minimal modification. This move laid the foundation for Unix's widespread adoption. Kernel and shell structure. Unix was designed around a modular structure comprising the kernel, core functions of the OS, and shell, user interface. This division allowed users to interact with the system and run programs, setting Unix apart as highly flexible and user-friendly for its time. 3. Early versions and expansions, 1970s, Unix version 1, 1971. The first official version was released internally within Bell Labs, with features like a simple file system, command line shell, and basic utilities. Unix version 6, 1975, marked the first version made available to educational institutions and research facilities outside of Bell Labs. It gained popularity in universities, where it influenced a generation of computer scientists. Unix version 7, 1979, known as the last Bell Labs release before major fragmentation, it introduced fundamental tools like walk and sed. Version 7 is often regarded as the first truly portable Unix version and became the basis for many future derivatives. 4. Expansion and fragmentation, 1980s, BSD, Berkeley Software Distribution. The University of California, Berkeley, played a significant role in Unix's evolution by releasing BSD Unix. BSD added features like the C shell, CSH, VI editor, and TCP/IP networking stack, which later became essential for Internet communications. Versions like 4 Bahamian dollars and 2 cents, 1983, and 4 Bahamian dollars and 3 cents, 1986, introduced significant improvements that influenced commercial and open-source Unix derivatives. AT&T Unix System V, 1983, Bell Labs' parent company, AT&T, released Unix System V, one of the most widely adopted commercial versions. System V introduced features like system calls, the init system for process control, and the System V interface definition, SVID, for standardization. Commercial Unix. Various companies created proprietary Unix variants tailored to their hardware, such as AIX, IBM, introduced by IBM, designed for their hardware platforms. HPUX, Hewlett-Packard, created by HP, used primarily on their server systems. Solaris, Sun Microsystems, evolved from BSD and System V, known for its scalability and robust features for enterprise environments. SCO Unix, one of the early commercial Unix variants targeted at x86 hardware. 5. The Unix Wars, late 1980s–1990s. The proliferation of Unix versions led to fragmentation, often called the Unix Wars, where different vendors created incompatible versions. This competition spurred the development of various standards: POSIX, Portable Operating System Interface, a set of IEEE standards that aimed to maintain compatibility and unify Unix development. Open Software Foundation, OSF, and Unix International. Two consortia formed to standardize Unix implementations, but their rivalry further complicated the landscape. 6. Emergence of open source Unix, 1990s, Linux, 1991. Finnish computer science student Linus Torvalds released the Linux kernel, inspired by Unix principles but developed independently. Linux, combined with new tools, became a powerful, free, open-source operating system and gained significant popularity. BSD variants. Legal challenges in the early 1990s between AT&T and the University of California over Unix code led to the emergence of FreeBSD variants like FreeBSD, NetBSD, and OpenBSD. 7. Modern Unix and derivatives, 2000s present, macOS. Apple rebranded its operating system as macOS, which was based on NextStep, an OS developed by Next, Steve Jobs' company, itself derived from BSD. macOS retains a Unix certification, ensuring compatibility with Unix standards. Solaris and OpenSolaris. Sun Microsystems Solaris evolved into a robust, enterprise-level OS known for features like ZFS and dtrace. Sun later released OpenSolaris as an open-source project before it was discontinued after Oracle's acquisition of Sun. Unified standards. Modern Unix systems adhere to POSIX standards to ensure compatibility across different implementations. 8. Legacy and influence widespread adoption. Unix and its derivatives power everything from supercomputers and enterprise servers to embedded systems and modern smartphones, e.g., Android and iOS have Unix-like kernels. Principles of Unix. The design philosophy of Unix, emphasizing simplicity, reusability, and modularity, has influenced numerous operating systems, including Linux, BSDs, and even Windows in certain ways. Open source movement. Unix's early academic distribution laid the groundwork for the open source movement, which Linux and BSD further propelled. Summary. Unix began as an innovative project at Bell Labs and evolved into a broad family of operating systems that profoundly shaped the development of modern computing. Its legacy endures through Unix-like systems, standards such as POSIX, and its influence on the design of operating systems worldwide.